Cardi B reveals how Stefon Diggs changed her life forever. A deep, emotional, headline-shattering revelation that left fans speechless. No one saw this moment coming. The music world, the sports arena, and the entire internet froze when Cardi B finally sat down for what many are now calling the most emotional interview of her entire career. With trembling hands, glossy eyes, and a voice cracked by years of buried emotion, Cardi delivered a revelation that completely redefined how fans viewed her life, her struggles, and her journey into love. Her words were raw. Her silence before speaking was heavy. And what she confessed about Stefon Diggs. It changed everything. I was lost before him, Cardi's shocking confession. Sitting in a softly lit studio, dressed in a simple cream outfit far from her usual glam persona, Cardi B didn't appear as the larger-than-life superstar the world knows. Instead, she appeared vulnerable. Human. Exhausted. Honest. People think my life always been glamorous, she began softly. But there was a time I didn't recognize myself. I was surviving, not living. Smiling, but hollow. Loud, but broken. She paused. Took a deep breath. Then whispered the name that made the room tense. Stefon Diggs changed my life forever. The interviewer blinked in shock. Social media later described that exact moment as the emotional earthquake heard around the world. The night that changed everything. Cardi revealed that their first true connection didn't happen under flashing cameras or at luxury events, but during one of her darkest nights. She had just left a private industry gathering, overwhelmed by pressure, rumors, and loneliness. According to her, she sat alone in her car for nearly 2 hours, crying. That's when Stefon, who had briefly met her earlier through mutual friends, reached out. He didn't talk about fame. He didn't talk about money. He asked me one thing, are you okay for real? And nobody had asked me that in years. That simple question shattered her walls. They talked until sunrise. No drama. No facade. Just two people learning each other's scars. From guarded to gentle. Cardi admitted she never intended to fall for him. I built my heart like a castle with barbed wire. Every man before him tried to conquer. But Stefon didn't try to own me, he tried to understand me. She described late-night conversations, quiet laughter, shared pain, and moments where Stefon would simply sit beside her without demanding anything. When anxiety attacked her, he grounded her. When fame drained her, he reminded her who she was before the lights. He didn't see Cardi be the superstar. He saw Belcalis. The girl who cried too much. The girl who was scared to love. The moment she knew. One night, after a long tour rehearsal, she came home emotionally shattered. Stefon had prepared dinner, not a luxury setup, just simple comfort food. He looked at her and said, "You don't have to be strong all the time. You're allowed to fall apart with me." That night, Cardi says she broke down harder than she ever had publicly. For the first time, I felt safe being weak. That's when I knew, this man didn't just enter my life. He rewrote it. He made me believe in softness again. Cardi revealed Stefon was the first man who taught her patience in love. He encouraged her to heal instead of perform. To slow down instead of chase chaos. To choose peace instead of survival. She described how he pushed her back towards self-love, therapy, reflection, and emotional growth. He made me believe love isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's gentle. Sometimes it heals instead of hurts. Fame, pressure, and sacrifice. Behind the scenes, the pressure was immense. Fame, public scrutiny, ex-relationships, constant gossip. There were nights. Stefon slept on the phone with her after shows because she couldn't handle the silence. There were moments he shielded her from negativity she never even knew existed. He became my peace when the world wanted to see chaos. The tears that broke the internet. The climax of the interview came when Cardi finally said, "If I'm still alive emotionally, if I smile genuinely, if I believe in forever, it's because Stefon Diggs reminded me I deserve love without fear." Her eyes filled with tears. "He didn't just change my life. He saved the pieces I didn't know were disappearing." Fans react, "This is not just love. This is healing." The internet exploded within minutes. "This is deeper than celebrity gossip. This is soul love. Stefon Diggs really changed Cardi's heart. We've never seen her this vulnerable." Millions of fans flooded comments with emotional messages, calling their bond the most unexpected but beautiful connection of the decade. A love that redefined her forever. As the interview ended, Cardi whispered one final line that left the world breathless. "If my story ends someday, let it be written that Stefon Diggs taught me how to live before teaching me how to love." And just like that, the world understood. This wasn't just a relationship. This was transformation. This was healing. This was rebirth. Red Heart, a bond that didn't just change her path. Broken heart but reshaped her soul. Rose, a love that made Cardi B believe again. And somewhere out there, Stefon Diggs stood not as a celebrity, but as the man who helped a broken heart remember how to beat. Here is your very long, deeply emotional, dramatic fictional story. Backhand index pointing down. Cardi B reveals how Stefon Diggs changed her life forever. "I was broken. Then he found me." The world fell silent when Cardi B finally decided to speak. For months, fans had watched from a distance, the cryptic posts, the emotional performances, the long pauses between interviews, the tears that slipped through during live shows. Something had clearly changed. Something deeper than fame. Deeper than headlines. Deeper than gossip. And when she finally sat down for an exclusive, candlelit interview, no one expected the confession that would shake millions. Her voice trembled as she began. Not as the fearless superstar, but as a woman who had lived through emotional storms no one truly understood. "I thought I was never going to love again." Cardi leaned forward, eyes glassy. "I reached a point where I didn't believe in love anymore," she admitted softly. "I was surviving, not living. Smiling for the cameras but breaking down when I was alone." Behind her confidence was exhaustion. The pressure. The heartbreak. The public battles. The loneliness that echoed even in sold-out arenas. "I felt like I was carrying the weight of the world by myself. I stopped trusting. I stopped hoping." Then her tone shifted. "And then Stefon entered my life. The unexpected meeting that changed everything." According to Cardi, their first real conversation wasn't glamorous. No flashing lights. No cameras. Just two human souls speaking honestly. "He didn't treat me like Cardi B the superstar," she said. "He treated me like Belcalis. A woman. A person. Someone who deserved gentleness." Stefon didn't try to impress her with status or fame. Instead, he listened. He asked how she felt. He respected her silence. "That man looked at my scars and didn't run. He looked at my pain and said, 'I'm not going anywhere.' He taught me how to feel safe again." Cardi paused, wiping away tears. "For the first time in a long time. I felt safe. Safe enough to cry. Safe enough to laugh freely. Safe enough to be vulnerable. He taught me that love isn't loud chaos. It's calm. It's patience. It's someone holding your hand when the world feels cold." She revealed that Stefon would stay up late during her anxiety attacks, reassuring her, whispering, "You're not alone. You got me." He didn't just love me, he healed me. From darkness to light. Before Stefon, Cardi admitted her nights were filled with overthinking and emotional exhaustion. She felt unworthy. Unlovable. Lost. But his presence gradually shifted everything. He reminded me who I was before the world tried to break me. He made me believe in my softness again. She described moments where he encouraged her creativity, pushing her to rediscover the joy in her music, her femininity, her soul. He told me, "You are powerful, but you're also allowed to be gentle." And nobody ever said that to me before. The moment that sealed her heart. One night, after an emotional breakdown, Cardi recalled sitting on the floor, mascara running, heart heavy. Stefon sat beside her without saying a word. Just held her closer. "He whispered something that'll stay with me forever," she said quietly. "You don't have to fight alone anymore. I'm your peace." That's when I knew, she breathed. That man didn't just enter my life, he transformed it. A love that redefined her. Cardi explained how Stefon changed the way she sees relationships, motherhood, happiness, and even herself. He made her more patient. More understanding. More grounded. He brought stability into my chaos. He gave me balance when I was drowning in noise. She credited him for restoring her emotional strength, for helping her embrace vulnerability without fear. Because of him, I learned that love isn't about possession. It's about protection. Fans react, "We've never seen her like this." As the interview aired, social media exploded. "Broken heart, this is the most real Cardi has ever been." Crown, Stefon Diggs really changed her soul. Loudly crying face, "I'm crying and I don't even know them." Millions witnessed a softer Cardi, not the bold rapper persona but a woman speaking from the depths of her heart. He changed me forever. And I'm not afraid to say it. Her final words left the world speechless. "If something ever happens tomorrow, I can still say this with my whole chest, meeting Stefon Diggs changed my life forever. He taught me love isn't survival. It's peace." She smiled faintly. "He didn't just love me. He rebuilt me. A future written in healing." Rumors now swirl of deeper commitments, shared dreams, and a bond that looks unbreakable. But for Cardi, the truth remains simple. He gave me back my heart. And that's something no fame, no money, no applause could ever replace. This isn't just a love story. It's a transformation story. A healing story. A rebirth. And in Cardi's words, "I was broken, then Stefon found me." If you want this adapted into Fire even more dramatic version. Clapperboard YouTube voiceover script style. Broken Heart dark twist storyline. Ring wedding proposal sequel. Just tell me the vibe smirking face.
도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주도